Here's Cole Sillinger. A lot of the same forward line combination from Rick Bowness. Werenski, a blast, and flash the pad. Here's Joonas Korpisalo. Now here's a lead pass, and unable to take it was Pastrnak, who was in the clear. Dragged free by Werenski. Well, close call there. David Pastrnak will now make his way to the bench. Bursting in will be Kirill Marchenko. Put it right in front. Out the other side, that Ventilia drive catches the glass.
I won't call it cheating. I'll call it anticipating to offense. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good at that. So is Mateychuk. Wrist shot stopped by Korpisalo, point blank.
Yeah.
Nice spin move by Heinen, and he shuffled it along. And it's the Jackets up on the attack with Werenski. Werenski's wrist shot is fought off. Rebound. Pounced on by Marchment. Put it in front. Unable to connect with Jenner. It's the captain to Marchment. Fabro down low. Score! Mason Marchment was there. And the Jackets have a 1-0 lead.
As they get down and get set up in the offensive zone, this shot's going to break things down a little bit. But Marchment makes two great plays here. He's going to come out to the right side and be an option. He's going to move this puck, and then he's going to go around the backside of the net for an option. Look where he is. Right on the spot. Great heads-up play by Dante Fabro. But excellent job by Marchment as he hides on the back post for the first goal of the game.
For the Blue Jackets, Mason Marchment with the first red light. Fantilli to get Branson. Pounds that one on goal. And a pad save by Joonas Korpisalo. Some speed from Charlie Coyle. Coyle trying to get one in on Korpisalo from a steep angle.
Blasting through the neutral zone, and pucks are all going in on Joonas Korpisalo. Right at the net.
Into the trap, and there's a redirect by Jenner, and it's shut down by Korpisalo. Wow. Leaning into Werenski, who's helped out by Fabro. Alex Steeves whips it back to the line. Shot is deflected in, and they score. A point shot, and Boston has tied the game up at 1. Like Kastelik in front.
Not. There's a deflection out. This thing slows up as it bounces. You can see Werenski's going to go back and get this. And as he gets under pressure, he leaves the puck behind the net. And the Bruins go low to high. This is going to go right to the middle of the ice. And when the Blue Jackets are at their best, those pucks don't go through their zone like that. So a little more awareness here. All good. The Bruins are on the board.
And according to the scoreboard, that's their only shot so far. Chance for Monahan. Loads up. He shoots. Oh, it's loose. It just crept wide of the post. As well as Morgan Geekie, who has a career-high 38 goals this year. Connor Garland racing in. Garland to the net. And stopped by Korpisalo. No rebound.
There's a lot there, so anytime that puck goes D to D on the Bruins in their end, they want that second guy to pressure the D to D pass.
Steeves right to the net, shut down by Greaves. Werenski skate to stick on the entry. Werenski rockets out on goal. Korpisalo to save. Goes all the way through, and now fighting for it is Hustadinov. Crashed into by Fantilli. Fraser Minton. Jody said earlier, this is a very young line for Boston. There's a shot to the net.
And going to the bench.
Bruins on the attack here with Mark Kastelik. Kastelik, hard shot on net. That's denied by Greaves. A follow-up. Steve tried to pass. It was intercepted. Adam Fantilli curls out. Marchment, side of the goal. Then Coyle on another pad save. On the rebound, another stop from Korpisalo. Wrapped around. Marchment took a hard check. It'll be retrieved by Fantilli. Shuffled it over to Werenski. Werenski taps it to Marchment. Marchenko shooting. Glove save. Korpisalo. Laid back Yoki Haru. Drifted down to Pastrnak, turning and shooting, and a stop made by Greaves.
Bruins off a face-off win. Lohrei's at the top of your screen on the right there. Keep an eye behind the net. Pasternak's coming around. Lohrei's waiting. As he gets it, there it is. So he would have told Lohrei, wait till I get around the back of the net. As he does whip around, he gets the puck down to the left, and that is a huge... Could be Tampa. Could be Buffalo.
We'll find out in the next few days. And the playoffs will begin next weekend. Korpisalo is going to melt this one down. Joonas Korpisalo, tonight's 31st game of the season. And he's been tremendous early on. Here's a chance in tight. A stop attempt for Steve.
The Blue Jackets make a change, so it goes right up to Corrali. He's just throwing this in the corner. But look, as Steves has speed, he creates this. Boone Jenner back to help out Jack Greaves. And then the last chance starts behind the net. There's two guys there. Look at Fabro there. It's crowded for Greaves. He goes back, and for the Boston Bruins.
Gets into the trapezoid. Waiting for it was Greaves. It comes around to Husnadinov. Marat Husnadinov for Hagens. He shoots one, save made by Greaves. Dante Fabro got the assist on the Mason Marchment goal. Got it to Monahan. Just throws it off the backboards. There's a skipping puck awkwardly, and now played by Johnson to Wood. And gets it back from Lindholm. David Pastrnak. Pastrnak for Aspero. He charges in. Aspero, good pass. Pastrnak to the net, and Greaves shuts him down. Now it's Mikey Asimon in with a wrist shot. Stop made by Greaves. Puck free along the wall. Swooping in to take it is Mason Marchment. On the charge ahead, Monahan to Johnson. Got a chance here, he shoots one, stop, a rebound, and a knuckling puck. Unable to get a clean shot off was Wood. Johnson in front for Monahan, back to Werenski, here he is, stopped by Korpisalo.
Good job here. He's got on the left side of your screen. You can see Hagens
number 26.
doesn't pay attention to him, and that's a great opportunity.
Fantilli to the line for Werenski. To his right, the seam pass, and then to Werenski on the slapper, save made, rebound right to hash marks. Bruins cannot get it out. It's kept alive by Werenski. Swept around the boards for Marchment. Marchment, nice shifty play down in behind the goal. Now gets sealed off. And good read by Harris, intercepts and clears. Roughing the call against Andrew Peak. Power play chance number 2 for the CBJ at 3 shots on that earlier opportunity. Werenski gets that one on net. The stop made by Korpisalo. Here comes Dante Fabro. Swept it to Johnson and throws that one to the net. Stopped awkwardly by Korpisalo, but he keeps it out. Mikey Harju finds the puck and a skip one to center ice. This is Mikey Asimon down the wing. Asimon back in a forehand spin around shot, pad save, then another one, then a third one, and they're all stopped by Greaves.
You mentioned Zamula hasn't played much, playing with 5D, and there he is. Asimon is a skilled player. He's got some good speed there, and there the puck just keeps coming right back to him. Good job by Jack Greaves. Now they're on an icing situation.
He dumped it in. Harris and Fantilli cut it off. There's a wrist shot that goes wide. Chance for Kent Johnson. Marchenko. Fantilli is in front. He gets boxed out. Johnson off the side of the cage. Marchment inches in, forced it through. Fantilli, fire stop made. The rebound fought for in behind the goal. It's Coyle. Shoveled around to Marchment. A pinch here for Werenski. Gets some support from Jenner. And Marchment, but it's past all 3 players, and it's a 2-on-1 for Boston. Lucas Reichel closing in, he fires, he's robbed by Greaves!
Well, the Bruins want you to dump pucks in there, and they like these battles, and there's Jenner in, but that's also Werenski. So the D-man's in, and you can see Boone, he realizes when that puck comes behind him that it's going to be an odd man rush, but well played by Fabro. Don't let that puck go across, and Reichel just shoots it right into the belly of Jack Greaves.
The advance into Blue Jackets ice. Won't be far enough for icing. 25 seconds to go in the period. Board battle as Jack Greaves looks on. Corrali got it in front, deflected back to Yoki Harju. He shoots, he scores! Henry Yoki Harju, late in the second. Boston a 2-1 lead.
And Hagens lets him go in first, and he just belts him against the wall. Now this puck, as Sean Corrali, he's just going to throw it out front. And that goes clean by Jack Greaves.
Recovered by Pastrnak. Got it over the line for Geekie. Back on it was Werenski. Rewinding Heinen. Saucer to center. Fantilli. He's in. Adam Fantilli. He scores! Adam Fantilli has just tied the game for the Jackets.
Good awareness here, just to get the puck up through the ice, and Fantilli stays on side, takes a little check to see what's happening behind him, and he just pumps it past Jonas Korpisalo. It's exactly what the Jackets needed here. It was a hard clear. You can see Yoki Harju got a piece of it with his glove, but could not catch Adam Fantilli.
Jams one up high. Aspero on the hold at the line. To the corner for Corrali. Whip back to the top. This is Jordan Harris. He dusts it off. Harris flicks it toward the net. It was deflected wide. Sean Kuraly locates Kastelik. Kastelik shooting, and he scores! Mark Kastelik, and it's 3-2 Boston.
This fourth line, big, heavy, hard. Keep an eye down on the left side. Kuraly took out Gudbranson right here. So Gudbranson's get up, he's collecting himself, but what a shot. Saw a similar shot last night. Cole Caulfield, he just picks it up. That one goes far side, it looks like. Yeah, that goes far side on Greaves. Last night it went short side.
He'll collect it now for Columbus. Coyle for Heinen. Off the side of the goal. Follow up. Coyle for Heinen again. And lunging to make the stop. Korpisalo. And he gets the whistle.
Wow, what a shift here. Carrying the mail here as this period winds down. And Joonas Korpisalo, he's battling.
Night. Again, that game will be on ESPN. Philadelphia still with Carolina and Montreal remaining at home. This is bumped back to Kuraly. He's got a chance, and it's flowed off by Greaves.